Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Mountain Harmony Gardening. I'm Kristen.
And I'm Donnie. And today we're going to build this planter.
Today we're going to be building the planter you saw at the beginning of the video.
We went to our local big box store and got some 2x4s, just basic 2x4s, cut them to length. We drilled holes in them, sanded them all, and then stained it. And now we're ready to assemble.
As you saw on screen, I just put up pictures of all of the lumber that we cut and the dimensions. Now Donnie's going to assemble it.
I don't have a workbench, and my shed is a disaster. I don't even want to show you the inside of that thing right now. But
no, you don't want to see it.
No, I'll get it cleaned here soon, I promise. So I'm going to use the edge of my deck. Perfect workbench. So I'm just going to get some clamps here. Clamp it down. Don't need a whole lot to hold it in place.
Donnie's also using his handy green square just to make sure that this is somewhat square, because since it's going to be a planter, we do want it to look a little bit nicer than our rustic flower beds.
Yeah.
Donnie also used the Craig, it was a Craig tool, wasn't it?
Yeah.
To drill the pocket holes in this that I got him several years ago. We do not want to see the hardware on this.
Nope. I don't want to see the hardware. So, back it out a little bit. There we are. Wouldn't that be bad if it went through and right into our deck? Don't worry, it didn't. There. Let's see how that held. Held pretty good. Not totally tight, but
once we attach everything else, I'm sure it'll tighten up.
yeah, it'll be fine.
Donnie wrote on each of the legs which ones were leg pieces, and we didn't sand that off because this will be the inside and nobody will ever see it, because the legs and the braces going across the top are almost the same size.
All right, and let's get this clamped down and screwed together.
And he's doing the exact same process as before. And he's going to use his handy dandy square to make sure that this side is square too.
We got to square both sides?
Yeah.
There we go. Perfect. Just like I thought I knew what I was doing. All I did was look at a picture on Pinterest that Kristen showed me. I was like, yeah, I think I can build that. So I'm just... Everything is just in my head. There's like really no written plan.
I do have a sort of drawing that I did for Donnie that I'll put up on the screen for you to show you my rough idea of what I want.
You have a picture?
I do. I showed it to you, remember? It had all the lumber measurements on it.
Oh, that picture.
All right, we'll be right back after we have this whole entire side assembled. Our next step is to add on the sides.
There's that side. Make sure flush back here. Okay.
And then we'll be adding on one right here. And we'll be back after that's all done. Now that we have our box built, we are going to screw in the metal sides. piece of metal is what started this whole entire project. Donnie had a couple of scraps of metal at the back of the house that have been sitting there forever, and I decided that we should make a planter out of them because I've seen these wooden and metal planters on TV, on Pinterest, so many different places. So that's why we decided to do it. Donnie right now is just trimming this piece down to fit on the back. Once you have your box built and then the two front and back panels put on, you're going to want to add these side pieces to it. But I did not include those in the measurements because all of these are custom sizes, but you'll need 2 for each side. We put a brace on the inside. You're only going to do this if you don't want the soil to go all the way to the ground. You could do a hugelkultur in this and fill it up halfway with logs and sticks and leaves and then put about 1 foot of soil on top of it. But we actually don't want to do that because we want to be able to take this planter with us when we eventually move. So what I did was we measured down 14.5 inches, and then we are going to put some braces that run this direction on it, and that'll give us 1 foot of soil. Once you have your braces for the shelf that you want to do on the inside, go ahead and install the last 2 metal panels.
All right, our next step, we cut the slats to make the shelving, to put the dirt on. Countersink your holes. It keeps the end of the 2x4 from splitting, and just screw them down. Awesome.
You'll want to line your planter with fabric cloth. If you're doing the shelf idea like we're doing, this just keeps the soil from falling through the slats. And if you like, you can only put the fabric cloth here on the bottom if you want. But I had to buy a whole entire roll for this project, so I decided we might as well go all the way up the sides with it. Now the planter looks pretty nice, other than I don't think anyone would want to see this. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a decorative cap on it. And then we'll have some pieces that go in between it. And we're going to leave an inch overhang on all sides.
Well, that was quite a project.
It was.
It was a lot of fun, and we're going to build some more probably. But the dimensions on this one is 4 foot by 2 foot by 31 inches high, roughly. We were going to leave it natural, like the trellises, but Kristen decided she wanted to kind of match the fence, which I think was a good idea.
Looks great.
It does. So I just stained the boards. It has 2 coats on the top with a coat of poly just on the top for the water.
That beats
it works.
Right up. But you can make these in any color that you want. You can leave them raw. You can stain them like we did. You can paint them. You know, I would definitely recommend putting a finish on it though, if you're going to be having a decorative edge around the top like this, just for the water factor. I will be doing a video in probably either the next one or the one after where I show you how to plant this beautiful planter. I hope this inspires all of you to build a planter for your garden. I know that we will definitely be building more. Right, Donnie?
Yeah, we'll be building a lot more, I think.
So thanks for watching, everyone. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment. Happy gardening, everyone.